Today is the 25th of Sivan, and it is the Hidulah of Rav Mordechai Eliyahu. Rav Mordechai Eliyahu was a chief rabbi in Israel and a giant tzaddik, friends with the Baba Sali, Rav Yudah Tzadka, student of Rav Ezra Atiyah, many great tzaddikim. Great in halacha, was a huge posek and a dayan, as well as being a huge kabbalist that brought down a lot of light to the nation of Israel. There's one story that once the rabbi was traveling to Venezuela for a diplomatic event, and he was sitting on the plane behind the Saudi ambassador. And when the food came out and they were offering food to everyone, obviously the rabbi didn't eat the food, he just took his glass of water and drank. But the Saudi ambassador, not only did he take food, he ordered a plate of pig, which is forbidden for Jews and for Muslims to eat. The rabbi was really taken back, but obviously the Saudi ambassador had no idea that the rabbi was sitting behind him, nor did he expect him to speak Arabic and to understand anything. And his wife turns to him and says to him, "How can you eat this pig? We're Muslims, this is forbidden in our religion." And the Saudi ambassador says to his wife, "God looks down at the earth. We're in a plane right now. He can't see and he doesn't care what's happening here." The rabbi heard this and was taken back but didn't say a word. When they got off of the plane, the rabbi was received and taken to the diplomatic party. And there, when he got to the party, one of the invitees, one of the members attending, was the diplomat of Egypt to Venezuela. So they're in Caracas, and there's a party going on. And the Egyptian ambassador comes up to the rabbi and kisses his hand and says, "Hello, and we want to make peace, Egypt and Israel. We have to work on it. We have to be better." And they're talking in a nice, warm conversation, and he goes away. Later on, when they're going to leave, the Egyptian ambassador comes again to the rabbi and says, "Rabbi, listen, I don't have children. Please, if you could give me a blessing. We need children. And I heard you're a holy man. Please, if you could just give me a blessing." He gives him a blessing. The Egyptian ambassador kisses his hand again. They come to leave. All of a sudden, the Saudi ambassador saw that the Egyptian had bowed down to the rabbi and kissed his hand and asked him for a blessing. And he comes to him and says, "What do you think you're doing? Are you not disgusted to kiss the hand of a Jew and to ask him for blessings? Don't worry, you're going to pay for this." So now the Egyptian is really scared, and he comes back to Rav Mordechai Eliyahu and tells him what happened. He says, "Rabbi, listen, the Saudi ambassador saw me and he's going to snitch on me and he's going to tell it. I'm going to get in trouble by the Muslim Brotherhood and all of these people that run the scene in the Islamic world, and I'm very scared." The rabbi, without thinking for a second, leaves the group of people that he was with and marches straight over to the Saudi ambassador and says to him, "You think that God doesn't care what happens on earth? You think that God doesn't care what happens in the sky, only what happens in earth? If you don't think that's the case, how are you going to feel if everybody was to find out that that's what you feel and that's what you ate inside the plane?" The Saudi ambassador was scared for his life and realized that his whole conversation and everything that he had done on the plane was heard, and that he's in danger right now of everyone finding out that he ordered a pig meal on a plane. Straight away he asked the rabbi, "Please don't tell, please don't tell." And he started to cry, "Please don't tell anybody." And he started to kiss the rabbi's hand just like the Egyptian had done. And Rav Mordechai Eliyahu told him, "If you promise me you will never say anything about the Egyptian and you won't harm him and you won't do any damage to him or his family, then I promise I'll never ever let anybody know. But the day that I find out that something happened to the Egyptian ambassador, the whole entire Islamic world is going to know that the Saudi ambassador ate pig on the plane and he doesn't believe that God cares about what happens in a plane." He agreed and he went on his way. A year later, a telegram was sent to Rav Mordechai Eliyahu's office from the Egyptian ambassador saying thank you for the blessing, because after many years of trying, he finally had a baby boy. See the care that the Rav Mordechai Eliyahu had for everybody, but even here specifically for this Egyptian ambassador that came to him out of simplicity of the heart and just desire to get a blessing from a holy man to have a child. And in the end, he defended him until the end. Zat Hashem, in the Schut of the Sadiq, will be able to connect deeper and deeper to the Am Yisrael. This is just one story of many, and Zchuto Yagen Aleinu.